Cyber Innovations in the Private Sector highlights case studies and the latest industry trends from private vendors. Explore innovative solutions, success stories, and exclusive insights from industry leaders. Stay ahead with the cutting-edge developments driving the industry forward.
Welcome. In this interview, we will explore what DORA entails for financial organizations. And today we are with Elena and Jeroen from ITAM Solutions.
Hi, Nicolas.
Hi, Nicolas.
Well, guys, I'm asking the first question, if you don't mind. It's what is DORA and why everyone is talking about it?
It's indeed a very hot topic recently. Let's start with the complete name. It's Digital Operational Resilience Act. For the ones that have never heard it before, it's quite a long name. So I'm also happy that we have the shorter version, DORA. It's actually a very hot topic because it has been fully enforceable by January this year, but actually has been out there since 2023. What it is, it's a European regulation designed to strengthen the operational resilience on the financial institutions by ensuring they can withstand, respond, and recover from ICT disruptions and cyber threats. It's basically applicable to different sectors. Yes, it's all financial institutions related, but this means banks, insurance companies, investment firms, ICT service providers operating in the EU financial sector. What's also good to know, DORA sets five key pillars. So we have the ICT risk management, we have incidents reporting, digital resilience testing, ICT third-party risk management, and information sharing.
The second question would be why it is so important for organizations.
Yeah, thanks, Nicolas, for that question. As Elena just mentioned, January 2025, this is an absolutely must. It's effectuated also by the EU as a regulation, and it's really important for the financial services to prepare themselves for cyber attacks and be operational resilient if things going bad. But this is something that we have been seeing in the IT asset management industry already for a long time, to make sure you are able to be resilient to these kind of situations. So what does the regulation do? It's mainly focused on preventing and monitoring risks and react quickly and accordingly on those incidents and those risks. And the regulation is providing you a standardized governance on how to build your policies, your controls and processes around cybersecurity. So regulation is always raising awareness among industries, but it's something that we have been seeing in the IT asset management industry. We see the growth of buying software, which is, of course, we know nowadays we use software all over the place, and definitely in the financial services part. We pay with our phones, etc. We do all kind of things with software. This is also giving organizations competitive advantages, but this is also bringing complexity into the organization and therewith risk and vulnerabilities. So I think the DORA regulation, it's something that I know that for our customers have been working on this already for years. Since 2023 it's already there, but it's effectuated in 2025. It really helps them to give some guidelines how they can organize themselves based on the regulations of the EU, because it's an EU-wide regulation, so all the organizations can meet up to that standard to ensure they standardize their processes and policies. An addition is to also, this is really mandatory because it's also to avoid certain penalties, because if you don't apply to the regulations of the DORA, there is a potential financial risk. That means that you can have an audit and you have a financial penalty. But of course, you can also have reputational damage. And it's really important that organizations take this really serious and building that ICT risk framework to ensure they are ready to act accordingly when things are going bad.
how can ITAM help with the compliance in the scope DORA? I saw that you have services already lined up for organizations.
I'll start with that one. So basically, as ITAM Solutions, we have been experts in IT asset management since 2007. For us, third-party risk management is nothing new. It's a natural extension of IT lifecycle management. This covers the entire asset journey from initial request and procurement to deployment, monitoring, and eventual disposal. We believe the SAM department, the software asset management department, can deliver a crucial role in the compliance framework by adding transparency on third-party software. An important part of DORA is the governance and the ICT risk framework, as Jeroen had mentioned, to act quickly and adequately on the risks.
Yeah, I think we are able to highlight three key components of IT asset management, Nicholas, that will definitely contribute to the regulations of DORA. So the first one is create visibility of all your IT software assets within one single source of truth. The second one is to be able to proactive risk monitoring on vulnerabilities, end of life of applications. And the third one is to respond quickly with accurate data towards incidents or breaches that are happening. So to highlight the first point, create visibility and create that single source of truth, is that you have to understand what do you have and what do I use. You can only manage the things that you know. So that's why we do a lot of work in discovery and inventory to make sure we're scanning the full landscape, to know what kind of applications do I have in my landscape, what versions are in there. So it's really important to scan your full landscape and to really make sure you don't have any shadow IT. And what does shadow IT mean? Things that are not controlled, but are installed in your IT environment, which is bringing risks and vulnerabilities because you don't see them. So we helping customers to get the complete overview of SaaS applications, but also cloud services. And of course, we still have on-premises applications. And that's really important to have that in a single source of truth. In addition to scanning the landscape, it's also important to really know what did I purchase? What kind of third-party software did I purchase as an organization, and in which kind of services is that used? Because you need to be able to act quickly, and you have to have a full overview in a report. Okay, these are my software publishers, my vendors, and these are the applications that I'm using. And to have that all in one repository, monitor it on a daily basis with the technology, yeah, that's really powerful, and that's helping you a lot to quickly respond and have good processes in place because you have one single source of truth that will help you to do the necessary things for DORA. And I think the second point, Helena was able to highlight that you are able to do proactive risk monitoring.
Yes, so for the proactive risk monitoring, we mean implementing real-time dashboards and automatic tracking to, for example, monitor the usage trends, which devices are being affected, where is what installed, who has access to the application that is in risk, what are the unauthorized installations that I have in my landscape, identify also potential security threats. So think about patch monitoring, software lifecycle. So where which assets have end of support, end of life, end of extended support, but also being able to forecast it, but because you can also look in the future, when is something gonna have the end of the extended support. So yeah, that's we believe also a very important service, the proactive risk monitoring. And then we have the third one, the enabling faster response and resilience, where Jeroen is gonna elaborate on.
Yeah, so we just had discussion on the first one. Have that single source of truth, combining all the information you have in one overview. That could be one repository, we're building that up. The second one is to have an understanding of your landscape. What is the end of life, really focusing on the life cycle of applications. And then you have the third one, enabling faster response time. So we know that you might be have a breach. You quickly need to know, okay, who has access to certain applications, which devices are affected during the data breach, or other responses you need to give during the DORA regulations and apply to the ICT risk framework you have. With that information, you can quickly and efficiently provide that data to the security team. So really believe that the IT asset management department can contribute this in a faster way. So we also really want to ask some departments out there to collaborate with security on the DORA regulations, to break silos and utilize the software asset management data they have to comply on the DORA regulations.
I would like to thank you, both of you, for being here and having this conversation with us. I hope we have another communication in the future, and we hope to see you back again.
Thank you, Nicolas, for this invitation. Of course, we welcome all the clients that may have been struggling with this hot topic to reach out to us. We're more than happy to keep answering the questions.
Thank you, Nicolas, for the invite.
Well, so don't forget to follow us on CyberSecTV, and we hope to see you in next episodes about DORA and other regulation and compliances.